bringing you the brand new video, and today we're going to be discussing the unrevealed cards throughout the couple of days for Code of the Duelist. So we're going to just jump into it because there's a lot of cards that we're going to be talking about, and there's a lot of stuff to be mentioned here. So the first card that we're going to be talking about here is Supreme King's Wrath, which is a Supreme King Zark support card. It's a normal trap card, and it has two effects. The first effect is if you control Supreme King Zark, destroy as many monsters you control as possible except Supreme King Zark, and if you do, special summon up to 4 Supreme King Servant Dragon monsters with different names from your hand, deck, extra deck, and or graveyard, ignoring their summoning conditions. So basically, this lets you just spam the board with 4 other monsters and then just basically OTK your opponent. You're probably going to be playing this card on your turn because it does destroy everything on your side of the field, so it's not really good to do that unless in some very slim situations where your opponent is going to try to go for game on you. They're going to get rid of your Zark. You could just activate this card preemptively, or you could just activate this card during the end phase, or before the destruction, or something like that. Then you can just special summon the 4 monsters from your hand deck or extra deck or graveyard. The problem with this card is that with this effect is probably because you have to control Zark. So if they kill it immediately before you can even have a chance to activate this card effectively and still make it really relevant, it could be really disastrous for you. So so honestly, it could be really good. It could also be really bad. The second effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Supreme King Servant Dragon Xyz monster you control, attach 2 Supreme King Servant Dragon monsters from your graveyard, and or face up extra deck to that monster as Xyz material. So basically, if you're playing any of the Xyz Zark monsters, you could just use this card. You can use the you can use that. You can attach 2 of monsters to it, so it's actually decent in that aspect. I'm not sure if you're going to be playing this card in your Zark deck, but I guess if you're playing this as a 1-up to kind of just end the game as kind of like your win condition, then that's perfectly fine. So yeah. Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this card in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Team Metamorphose, and I'll be signing off.